specific change that we're looking for in your body, and you get to choose. At any time during class, you can say, hey, yeah, I would be interested in a hands-on assist, and that's why it's flipped upright and says yes. And then at any point, if you go, you know what, I'm working on this pose on my own, or I just don't feel like having a hands-on assist right now, just flip it over to no. And your instructor will always, if they're giving out hands-on assists, be looking for these cards to see what you have to say. All right? Okay, everybody, let's get started. Child's pose. Take your knees out wide, fingertips up to the top of your mat. Take a few breaths here to get settled. To ground down through your palms. Ground down through your knees, through your feet. Let your breath come and go here. And start to look for and build your Ujjayi breath. So that's an inhale with a pause at the top. Then exhale with a pause at the bottom. And it begins over and over again. Let's take one more breath. And then on your inhale, come to downward facing dog. Stretch out your knees, let your head hang down. Drop your chest down towards the mat. Really pressing through your thoracic spine, so that spot right in between your shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Deep breath in. Ragdoll on your exhale. Pull the pit of your belly up. Press down through the four corners of your feet and let your head hang. Drop your head. Take another breath or two here and bring your hips forwards 1 inch so that they stack a little bit more directly on top of your ankles. Nice job. Press your feet down, roll up to standing. Take extended mountain reach up towards the ceiling and bring your hands down to heart center. So we'll start class today with 3 ohms. Make any noise you want to during the ohms, but do 3 rounds of 3 noises. It's how you set your breath up. So breathe in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Deep breath in, halfway lift. Chaturanga on your exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Start moving your breath throughout your entire body. 2 more. In and out. 1 more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend your knees. Hop. Top of your mat. Nice job. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Reach up. Spread your fingertips. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Eyes to the back of your mat. 2 more. 1 more. In and out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Reach up. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 2 more. In and out. Last one, breathe in, let it go, move feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Extended mountain, breathe in, reach, and fold on your exhale. Halfway lift, eyes to one point, chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Press down through your pointer finger and through your thumb into the mat. One more breath. In, pressing down through your hands, out, move, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Extended mountain, press down through your heels, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga, keep your shoulders back. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. 2 breaths. One more time, breathe in, breathe out, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose, deep breath in, sit low, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right side warrior 1. Press down, reach up on your inhale, hands to the mat on your exhale. Up dog and downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. Get your front lunge, chaturanga. Up dog and down dog. 2 breaths in and then side out this time. One more time, breathe in, let it go, breathe out, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose, down deep, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. Press down through your front foot, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side warrior 1. Press down, reach up, inhale, hands to the mat, exhale. Up dog, down dog. 2 breaths. In, side out. Last one, breathe in, let it go, move, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair, spread all fingers, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. Pull your shoulders back and together. Hands to the mat, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side warrior 1. Last one. Breathe in, reach up. Hands to the mat, exhale. Up dog. And into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and then sigh it out. Yeah, move the energy. One more time. Breathe in. Let all that air go. Now bring your right leg up into the air. Reach it high up towards the ceiling. Bend your top knee. Open up your hip. Go for flip dog. Bring both feet to the mat, pressing down evenly through your heels. Now, start to reach up and out through your right shoulder. You're looking to expand the pose. See where the edge of it is for yourself. See if you maybe have the room to take it over into a wheel. You have this. Last breath. Nice job. Okay, come back over. I saw that. High plank and into side plank. Eyes up towards the ceiling. Now, bring your biggest, your baddest, your best to this pose. Flex your feet. Spread your fingers on your top hand. Eyes to the ceiling. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. Press down to lift up. Hands down to the mat. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Yeah, breathe in. Deep breath. Sigh that out. One more time, breathe in, let it go. Now left leg comes up into the air. Bend your top knee, open up your hip, flip dog. So you're looking for shoulder integration as it's happening here. So you're looking to pull both shoulder blades together. So you're hugging into your back to then start to expand out over to the side. That's it, really holding your shoulder blades in. Last breath. Okay, come back over. High plank and into side plank. Now, eyes up over your top fingertips. Set your drishti to one spot. Choose it on the ceiling, up in the rafters, wherever you want to look. Attention there. Now, reach your hand up towards that point that you're looking at. With a concentrated amount of effort, reach up until you get a little bit lighter out of that bottom hand. Hands to the mat, chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, side out. One more time, breathe in, let it go. Right side crescent lunge. Take a wide stance in your crescent lunge, get low in your front knee. Hands up over your head, eyes up to the ceiling. So what you want to look for in this pose, get deep into your lunge in your front leg. And then once you have the space, you start bringing your hands back inch by inch to look for this C-shaped position that you can start with your spine. Yeah, Kate, right there, as you're hugging in through your shoulder blades, start to lift the middle of your chest up towards the ceiling. And you'll find this little back bend that can happen. That's it. Spread all 10 fingers. Go for it. Okay, hands to heart center, and we'll twist to the right. Now, drishti to one point. This is my favorite pose to stop breathing in because it's hard here. So look like you're breathing down into your lowest lungs. Full breaths here. 2 more. Let it go. Last one, breathe in. Let it go. Inhale, rise, crescent, and into warrior 2. Drishti over your front fingertips. Bring your front foot out another inch or 2. Yeah, you guys don't have long legs. You've got the space for this. Now, once you've got your foot out, start to find how deep you can go into the front leg. You'll discover that you used to come up here and you're like, oh yeah, this is it. We're down in the lunge. But what you really can find is that if you have a little bit more space to go to practice with, then you can get into using the back of your front thigh instead of the top. Okay, half extended side angle. That's the word I was going for. I know it's a lot to get into this pose, but let your body like feel the feelings here. If your leg's shaking, good stuff. If your hand is reaching up towards the ceiling, reach it up 1 inch higher. Spread your fingertips out on the top hand. Take a deep breath in. All right, hands to the mat. Exhale. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let it go. Left side crescent lunge. All right, keep the breath right here. Set up your pulse however you find it today. Now get 2 inches lower in the front lunge. You already know you've got the space for it. Fingertips up towards the ceiling. Start to look for this line of energy from your back foot that reaches the whole way up the front of your body into your fingertips. You're looking for aliveness here. Hug in, skin to muscle to bone through your legs to create this solid foundation. Hands to heart center and twist to the left. Now, if you start to feel like, oh yeah, you know, this pose has gotten a little bit dull, I'm not feeling the same sort of intensity with it, activate your back leg. So where your knee might be a little bit bent or your leg might be a little bit dull, just hanging out there, hug in. Activate your back leg. So you're pressing back through your back toes. Stay for 1 more breath and then come back up. Inhale to crescent lunge. Exhale to warrior two. It's the best. Eyes over your front fingertips. Now press down through the ball mound of your big toe. That's the key, like the energy channel in this pose is just that energy of pressing down. Take it to extended side angle. Reach your top hand up over the front of your mat. Yeah. Now, let's spice up the pose a little bit. Reach both hands out in front of you. So both come off of the mat. Really getting deep in your front leg, letting that be the access to lifting you up. Hands to the mat on your exhale. Move through upward facing dog and into downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Let it go. And then move feet to hands. Halfway lift and fold. Chair. Yep, get low. Your body already knows what this pose feels like because we've done it a few times before. Hug in through both knees. Press your heels down into the mat. Take your hands to heart center and twist to the right. Now, for those of you who need to upgrade this pose, take it somewhere new, you can choose bird of paradise, side crow, opening up your hands, whatever variation is for you. But choose the pose that's being up to something bigger than yourself today. What does that look like? The challenge for you here, sit your hips down 1 inch lower. All right, feet to the mat, inhale, chair. And exhale, fold. Bring your pointer fingers around your big toes, feet to the edges of the mat. Now go nice and wide here. Let your head drop down. Let your chest drop towards your thighs. Bend your knees a bit to make that happen. Bring your attention to the ujjayi breath that happens here. If you've lost that and you're just sort of like panting, look for the pauses between your inhales and your exhales. It's kind of like accentuating your breath. Round two, chair pose. Bring your feet back to center, press down, chair pose. Heels plugged down into the mat. Now lift all 10 toes up. At the same moment, press down through the ball mound of your big toe so that you're pressing the knuckle here right into the mat. That's part of what keeps the pressure in your legs. Take your hands to heart center and then twist to the left. Now you get the options here. Take it up, bird of paradise, over into side crow, or choose to stay. Whatever your pose is, find the challenge here. Whether or not it's lifting your 10 toes, flexing your feet, wherever you are, opening up your arms. You have one more breath. Okay, feet down. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale and fold. Take your palms underneath your toes, feet to the edge of your mat. Let your head drop down. The journey into power practice that we do each and every time we come in and we get on our mats, no matter what journey into power looks like, is built really specifically to manage energy throughout the class. So you get these energetic peaks in things like chair pose, and then you get moments of rest in poses like this, like our forward fold. So when you have an option for rest, take it. You know, doing nothing or like having free time or something like that is actually doing something. It's worth it. So take the moment to drop your head, to deepen your breath, and then move to crow. So eyes open, hands to the mat, crow, headstands, handstands. If you've got another variation, you're welcome to try it on, but crow. Hug your belly up and into center. Like you're pulling your belly button straight up to the ceiling above you. 3, 2, 1, chaturanga. upward facing dog when you're ready, and then downward facing dog. Take a breath in, breathe out, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold, chair. I haven't done this in a while, so chair pose. And from here, bring your chair pose down 3 more inches. Sit down 4 more inches. Yeah, I know. You've got this. And sit down another 3 more inches. Some of you guys are looking at me like we're crazy. Some of you know where we're going. Roll the whole way down onto your back. We're going to do reclined equanimity today. So we'll start with eagle. Lying on your back, you're going to bring your shins to parallel with the floor. From here, wrap your right leg over and your right arm under. So when we're doing eagle on the floor, flex your feet. You got to flex your feet like you're actually about to stand on the mat if you were standing up with that same amount of intensity. So now from here, press your thighs together, one against the other. And you're going to notice that this causes your belly button to pull down towards the mat. You're going to really have your core engaged here. Equanimity is definitely a big core exercise. Take one more breath, and then we'll switch sides. Yeah, left leg over, left arm under. And by the way, it's okay if you mess that up. I get it. When you switch sides or you're suddenly laying down where you're used to standing up, occasionally that gets a little more difficult. But here, pull your belly button down towards the mat. And then you're going to press out through this foot. Here, press against my thigh. That's it. Now press this foot down too. So both legs pressing down, hug your elbows up high. Take one more breath, and then we'll switch sides. So right side eagle, right arm under, right leg over. When you're doing these core exercises, you've got to keep your breath moving. It's gonna keep you from like pulling a muscle or something like that. So breathe deep here. Hug your belly down to the mat, and staying here, we're gonna do some little crunches. So elbows to knees, crunching up and in for 20. That's it. 19. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then switch sides. Last one, left arm over, left arm under. I know, who knew eagle could be this hard on your core? Both feet up, flex your feet, and then we'll go for our little crunches for 20, 19, 18, 17, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, lay out long on your mat. Yeah, your arms get to go out up ahead, legs long. Point your toes. Yeah. And then you can hug your knees into your chest. Let your legs go out long. Bring your right knee into your chest. Left leg stays out long. We're doing standing leg raise, but on your back. So from here, it's going to be important to keep both of your feet flexed. Now, just like when we're standing, you can choose to either go for your knee or reach the whole way up for your toes. If you have a strap and would like to use that, again, it works the same way as if you were standing. So you're just lassoing that foot. Now, keep your feet flexed. One of your most important parts here is going to be flexing your feet. So now bring your leg out to the right, eyes over your left shoulder. And that's it. You're just hugging into center line. So pressing that foot. Yeah, that's it, Megan. You've got this. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Inhale, bring your leg back up to center. All right, we're going to switch legs. Left leg goes long, right leg comes up into center line. Now, from here, grab your knee, grab your toes, whichever your choice is. Hugging in through your ribs. You want to keep your belly and your core really tight. Now, from here, start to move your leg out to the left. You're hoping to keep both hips level on the mat. Yeah, which might mean less movement than before. Yeah, Ingrid, you've got it. You're looking for the exact right thing there. That's it. Press down through your hip, flex your foot. Bring your leg back up into center. Hug both knees into chest. Now we'll rock head to toe 3 times. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're going to all fours. So from here, you're going to get your shoulders stacked directly on top of your hands, hips on top of your knees. Now, you're going to take your opposite hand. So for me, right hand, left leg extends out. So what's really important here is keeping your belly button pulling up towards the ceiling. That's really going to keep your core engaged. Press out through your heel. Reach out through your front fingertips. That's it, Laura. Pull your belly button up. That's it. One more breath, and then we'll switch sides. So reset. Shoulders on top of wrists, hips on top of knees, and then opposite hand, opposite leg. Flex your feet. Reach out as long as you can get from fingertips to toes. Okay, both hands come down. Now, this was probably one of the most fun to get into on your mat. We're going to move half moon. So stay here on all fours. We're going to do right side half moon first. So from here, come down onto your right forearm, and then you'll lift up through your leg and up through your top hand. So flex your raised foot. You knew I was coming for that one. And yeah, this could be a little bit difficult to find your balance in, just like normal equanimity. It's a challenge. When you fall out of the pose, you know what to do, and that's get back into it. Eyes to one point. Okay, hands down, and we'll try the other side. Who thought that was a little bit harder than what it looked like? Yes, a little harder? That's good. All right, let's do left side. Left side half moon. Nice job. Spread your fingers in your top hand. Flex your raised foot. That's it. Yeah, and when you fall out of it, get back in. You have this. Here, look. I've got you. I got you. Reach up through this top hand. That's it. Now, can you look up to the ceiling? Oh, yeah, that's it. You've got it. One more breath. Okay, feet down. Nice job. All right, everybody. Are we ready? I have one more super fun one to get into, and that's dancer. So we know what this looks like standing up. It's a whole different battle on the mat. So for this, again, opposite hand, opposite foot. So left, we're going to do right hand, left foot this round. Bring your hand back to grasp your inner ankle of the opposite foot, and then lift up for dancer. Oh yeah, I know, it's a big thing. You got to flex this top foot, otherwise your hand absolutely is going to slide off. Yeah, and if you can just reach your toes, that's good stuff too. Flex that foot, pull your right shoulder back, that's the lifted one, and then your left hip down. So you can actually feel a stretch the whole way across your body. This works both sides of your brain. One more breath. Okay, knees down. Nice job. Left side, opposite hand, opposite foot. Grab your inner ankle and then press back through your shin. So you're looking for connectivity across the front side of your body. Yeah, you got it. Sometimes you fall out of a pose. It's okay when we're exploring here. Press your shin back. That's it. Okay, knees down. So did you learn something about the connection between your shoulder and your hip? Yeah, there's definitely connectivity that goes on. Now let's rise up. We're going to stand, and then we're going to do regular dancer, one round. This will be our last pose in equanimity, okay? So right side dancer like you usually do it. Grab your inner ankle on the same side this time. Now press out. And you're going to say, but Ruby, I'm not using my opposite hand and my opposite foot, so how would my shoulders connect? You're going to find that connection. Reaching out through your front palm and pressing back through your shin. Find a stretch that goes from one side of your body the whole way into the other. Okay, now switch sides. Good stuff. Left side. I love exploring poses like this. I think it's lots of fun. Left side dancer. So what you also get to learn here is that pose modifications do not necessarily mean an easier pose. One more breath. Okay, feet down. Shimmy it out, shake it out. Thanks for trying on something new. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Deep breath in, halfway lift, and then chaturanga. Make the whole way onto the mat, upward facing dog, And downward facing dog, right side triangle. Yes, you get to set up your triangle pose however you like it. Find your 3 points of foundation. So that's your 2 feet and then your bottom hand. If you want to be like super style and have your hand on your ankle or something like that, it still counts as the 3rd point of foundation, even though it's not necessarily touching the floor. So what you're going to start to look for is pressing your hip back, and I'm talking about your front hip crease. So right up here, you're going to look to press this hip backwards so that you can reach up and out through your side bodies. Yeah, you have this. Now eyes up to the ceiling. Really looking for length from your hips all the way up into your armpits. That's always how I view side bodies. Yeah, it might sound funny, but that's okay. Look for length there. Take one more breath. We'll rise the whole way up to stand. Side facing, wide-legged, forward fold. Let your head drop down. Now, if you know me, you know that I love ninja lunges, so let's go for those. Right side to lunge, bend your right leg, straighten out your left. Yeah, get nice and deep here, flexing your left foot. That's it. And then we'll switch sides. Left side, flex your foot. And if you want to do a little assist for yourself, you can always take your top hand on your thumb and roll this muscle out behind you. That's like your quad muscle on the top of your thigh. And then switch sides. We'll do it one more time. Flex your extended foot. And switch sides. Flex, get down nice and low. And then we'll rise up to center and rise to standing. Now, namaste, front facing forward fold. You can go for front facing forward fold or your half split, full split variations. You get to choose. But if you're in namaste, both feet facing the front of your mat, long side bodies, and then fold forwards. So you're looking to press back through your hips and reach up through your armpits. Yeah, for my friends up here in my half or full splits, flex your front foot and then straighten it out. Point your toes and flex and point. Just keep moving back and forth between those guys. That's it. For my people up here in namaste, front facing forward fold, press down through the big toes of your feet. That's it. Look for length, and then we'll move to twisting triangle. So left hand down, right hand reaches out towards the side. That's it. Press back through your hip. So with this hip crease, really press back towards the far side of the room. That's it. Yeah, that's a big change. Press back through this hip. You've got it a little bit further. Last one, breathe in. Okay, everybody, hands to the mat. Chaturanga the whole way out of it. Upward facing dog. Into downward facing dog. And then left side triangle. Set the pose up. 3 points to build off of. And I say set the foundation up here at the beginning because the pose is actually a lot more than just this foundation. Once you set the foundation up, you have the opportunity to start discovering new places in the pose. To start discovering the little mini back bend you can find here by bringing your bottom hand 1 or 2 inches out further from your leg. By discovering what it's like to reach up and back through your top hand, keeping your front big toe grounded down into the mat. That's it. Stay for another breath or 2. Last one, in and out. And then inhale, rise up. And we'll take side facing, wide-legged, forward, fold. Fold the whole way down here. Take your fingertips and walk them out in front of you so your hands are reaching up, I guess, beyond the far side of your mat. You're going to press back through your hips and press down through your fingertips. What you get here is a nice big stretch from your fingers the whole way up into your hips, just by pressing back here. That's it. Let your spine get long. One more breath. And then we'll rise the whole way up. Front namaste, front facing, forward fold, or half or full split variations. You get to choose. It's a pick you're on. Both feet facing the front of your mat. Yeah, you've got this. Press back through your hips. Look for length in your side bodies. Pressing back through your hips and then reaching up to the crown of your head. That's it. So you're reaching up right here. Nice job. And lifting forwards through the crown of your head. That's it. Take 2 more breaths here. Last one. And then twisting triangle. Twisting split, you know that this is an option. Have you ever gone for it before up here? So if you're in twisting split, you're going to look for this front hand to reach over the front of your leg, and then the back hand behind your opposite leg, and you'll twist towards the front leg. Yeah, I know. There, that's it. The other direction. Stay for just one more breath, everybody. And then we'll hands to the mat. Chaturanga the whole way out. Make your way through up dog and into downward facing dog. Okay, down dogs. What we're going to do is we're going to roll out into our high plank, but I want you to go really slow using your core to get there. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Lower the whole way down. Come to locust pose. Press down, lift up, locust, round 1. You could do it however you'd like, whichever locust pose works best for you. Toes to the back of the mat, crown of your head reaching forwards, get long. Okay, come the whole way down. Tick-tock your knees from side to side. And grab your blocks if you've got them with you. I don't have a block. Jason, can I steal one of yours real quick? Thank you. And that's good. The foam block is actually a lot easier to use than this. So what you're going to do, you want to sit your block right at your low back. Then you're going to take your hands, your palms, to the long edge of your block. You want to hug your palms into the block and then lift. So don't use your fingertips. Now, we're going to do locust pose. Round 2. I got you, Megan. So try like that, pressing your palms in, locust, and lift up. Extending your arms so that they go long. I trust. I know it's hard. Arms are active. Okay, down. Release. Let it go. Knees side to side. I know locust pose for your arms is really different than locust pose without a block. Now we'll do Superman the other way. So take your block, reach it out in front of you. Palms press into the long end of your block in the same way. Press down, lift up, Superman, or Superwoman, or super they, them, however you want to say it. Reach out, head to toes, get long. Okay, land. Bend your knees, tick-tock side to side. And then we'll move to floor bow. You get to decide half or whole floor bow. 1 foot, 2 feet, but press down, lift up, shins pressing back. Use the shins pressing back to lift your upper body up. That's it. Big breaths here. Oh, nice job. Take one more. Come the whole way down. Tick-tock, knees side to side. And then we'll do round 2. Press down, lift up, floor bow. This time, bring your breath into this pose. I've for so many years held my breath in this pose, and I discovered the other day that, hey, there's this whole new world to discover if you breathe here. You might notice yourself rocking forwards and backwards a little bit. That's it. Okay, down. Knees side to side. I think you guys all got the point. Bring your hands to your low ribs. Lift upward facing dog. Tops of your feet press into the mat. Reach up through your shoulders. Okay, down on your knees. Camel pose. Ooh, everybody's got blocks. Let's set it up with blocks. And again, I forgot my block today, of course, but water bottles work too. So blocks between your knees. Hug your knees into the blocks. Get your core active. So that's really what's happening here when you press into your knees, is that you'll suddenly discover that, oh, hey, there are muscles in the front of my body too. Now hands at your back, keep the hug into the block. If you lose this core activity, come out of the pose, set it up again, and then try again. Lift your shoulders up and back, keeping the hug in through your knees. You're looking to reach that little divot between your collarbones straight up towards the ceiling. Just looking for the front of your body to remain active. That's it, Laura. Take 2 more breaths here. You have this, last one. Then inhale, roll the whole way up and sit back. Yeah, you get to shake it out. Take a little reset breath here, and then we do round 2. Okay, so blocks down between your knees. Tuck your toes underneath, hug into the block. Lift up through your shoulders, and then you can start going back a little bit. If you find that, okay, I can keep the front of my body active, I can keep my core active in this pose, and you want to reach back for your ankles, okay, you can go for that. But make sure that you're keeping the front of your body engaged in this pose. It's going to help take pressure out of your low back and transfer it into other areas of your body. Dissipate that. Okay, on your next inhale, roll the whole way up. How was that? Was that feeling a little different? I'm going to need thumbs up, medium thumbs, or bad thumbs. Okay, good. All right, roll to your spines. We'll take bridge pose. Heels into the mat, hips up towards the ceiling. Bridge, round 1. Heels down, hips up. Fingertips reach towards the bottom of your mat. Oh, yeah. Nice job, everybody. Okay, hips down. Blocks are going to come back. Place your block between, let's do between your knees for this one. And you get to choose whichever width the block feels right for you. Now, hug in through your knees into the block. Press down through your heels, lift up, bridge pose, round 2. So what you're going to notice is, just like in camel, having your knees hug into this block brings your front body into the pose. Yeah, before that area was dull. Now you've made it alive by bringing some extra energy and extra attention to it. Take 1 more breath and come the whole way down. You can remove your blocks to put your knees side to side if you need to do that. But then bring them back, because we have 6 poses in front of us. You get to choose bridge or wheel, but blocks are coming up with us. Blocks between your knees, press down, lift up, inhale, bridge or wheel, round 1. This is it. Eyes open. Take a deep breath at the top, and then exhale, tuck your chin, come the whole way back down. Breathe in, let it go, breathe out, press down, lift up, inhale, round 2, bridge or wheel. Shoulders tucking underneath yourself, hug in through the block. Okay, come back down. Inhale, exhale. Round 3, press down, lift up, breathe in. I say it like this because I like to surprise myself with bridge or wheel. Take a deep breath, tuck your chin, come back down. I find that wheel is a lot easier to get to when you're all of a sudden like, hey, body, we're doing this right now. So, ready, set, press down, lift up, inhale, bridge or wheel, round 4. Eyes open, breathe in, exhale, tuck your chin, come back down. Inhale, exhale, round 5, press down, lift, breathe in, bridge or wheel, round 5. Exhale, tuck your chin, come back down. Last one. Bridge or wheel. Round 6. Press down, lift up, bridge or wheel. Let's go. This is it. Eyes open. 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin, come back down. All right, officially remove your blocks. Set them to the sides of your body. Take Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. One hand on your heart. One hand on your stomach. Feel your heart beat underneath your top hand and your breath in your bottom hand. Feel your pulse all over your body. Feel it in your toes. Let this be the experience of vitality, like an as-lived thing in your body. Vitality as in being alive. Bring your hands to the outer edges of your feet for happy baby. Rock side to side, right to left. Pull your lowest back down towards the mat. You want to make sure that your low spine is still connected to the floor as you rock right and left. Rock back and forth one more time. And then we're going to go for yogi bicycles. Now, you do have a birthday. Ingrid, how old are you on this birthday, if you don't mind asking? If not, you get to make up any number that you want. 7? Oh, you're 7 years old today? That's really good. So 7. Oh, yeah, don't worry. It's coming that way. You're correct. You have your eyes on the prize. Fingertips behind your head. We're going for yogi bicycles. 7 of them on this side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Feet flexed. 4, 5, 6, 7. Rock head to toe 3 times. 7 is great because you get to multiply it by 7. Roll the whole way back. And this time we're going to do toy soldiers. So from here, reach your right hand up overhead, extend your left leg, press your left palm into your right knee. So you've got this sort of action going in. Hugging your belly down towards the mat for 7, 6, 5, feet flexed, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then switch sides. Left hand up, right leg extended. Hugging down through your belly, hugging your hand into your knee. You got to create the press for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, knees into chest. We're going to rock head to toe 3 times. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3. Roll the whole way back. Hands by your sides. We're going to go for scissor legs. So right leg comes down as your left leg stays up. Flex your feet. We're going to go back and forth on your exhale switch. So breathe in, exhale switch. Exhale switch. Going nice and slow for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into chest. Hug them in nice and tight. Now both heels go straight out to the ceiling. Hands out by your sides. We're doing 30, 60, 90. So feet flexed. Exhale your feet down 30 degrees. Inhale. Exhale down another 30. Breathe in. Exhale, feet to hover. Look at your toes. Ready, set, go. And back up to 90. Exhale down 30. Exhale down 30. Exhale down 30. Get your toes ready, set, back up to 90. Exhale down 30. Exhale down 30. Exhale down 30. Look at your toes, ready, set, and back up. All right, hug your knees into your chest. Rock head to toe 3 times. In 1, 2, 3. Boat pose. Yes, boat, hands out wide, feet flexed. Boat for 7, 6, 5, feet up high. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock head to toe. One more time. Last but not least, I think we're at 7 already. Bring your block or your water bottle. I can't tell you why you need an item for this to work, but you have to have an item to pass around you. So here, you're in your little boat pose, feet on the ground though. You can pick your legs up if you want to. It adds a whole new level of hard to this. Take your item, pass it with both hands behind you. Drop your item. Leave it here. Bring your hands back around, grab your item, bring it back to the other side, drop it. You're just gonna go back and forth like this. You have to drop the item, otherwise it doesn't work. I can't tell you why it doesn't work. I think it's a mental thing, but back and forth for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you notice, that's only one side of this. So item, back the other way, drop it, pick it up for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, knees into your chest, downward facing dog. You can rock to get there. You can hop to get there, skip, however you want to do it, but right side half pigeon when you're ready to go. Now, we were going to sing and wheel for happy birthday, but I decided that none of you needed the torture of listening to me sing. So, right side half first pigeon and happy birthday. Keep your breath moving. Take a big breath in. Let that breath go. And then switch sides. We'll take left side half pigeon. You can drop into it however you want to get here. Find the pose for yourself. So when we come and we practice all together, this is called asana. And it's the physical practice of yoga where you're moving, you're breathing. And this physical practice that we do, the 11 sequences that we do when we're all together, is called Journey into Power. And Journey into Power is an access to vitality, power, and freedom. That's what you're looking for in your body. These sequences, the poses, how one pose leads into the other is this physical creation. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Bring your weight onto your bent legs, hip, and then bring your right leg around for a seated single leg extension on the right side. Right leg out, left leg tucks. Inhale, reach up through your fingertips. Exhale, fold forwards towards your foot. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Switch sides. Left side, seated single leg extension. Opposite direction. Same directions for how to get there. You can choose to either keep your shoulders back or relax your shoulders and let your head drop down. Know that the two options do different things in your body. Inhale, rise the whole way up. Hug your knees into your chest, rock backwards for supine twist. Actually, shoulder stand. Sorry, I'm missing one. Shoulder stand, headstand, handstand, essentially my upside downs. Choose your way to get there. You can use waterfall, you can do shoulder stand, whatever that's going to look like for you today. It's your practice. Flex your feet and pull the pit of your belly back towards your spine. Make your way the whole way down onto your mat. Roll there, however you want to choose to get there. Hug your knees into your chest. Take supine twist. Let your legs drop to the right, eyes over your left shoulder. As you breathe, let your shoulders melt down towards your mat. Hug your knees up into center. Let them drop to the left side, eyes over your right shoulder. So when you come here, you get on your mat, whether or not you're in the studio, if you're at home, however your practice looks that day, you have the opportunity to experience vitality, power, and freedom for yourself. I'm talking about something that's lived in your body. Hug your knees up into your chest. Take Supta Baddha Konasana with your soles of your feet together. You can experience vitality, power, and freedom in the things that you feel, things that you see, the things that you hear in your practice. Your vitality can be your heart rate, can be your breath. Power is the opportunity to enact change in your body. So really from going from point A to point B, however that looks on your mat. And then the last one is freedom. You can find this for yourself. Take Shavasana. Let your legs go long. The freedom to stop your residual thought patterns, however that looks for you. The freedom to move and experience mobility in your body. The freedom to be whole, perfect, and complete as you are on your mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then hug your knees up into your chest. Rock onto the right side of your body, placing your forehead on the mat. Make your way to a seated position. Inhale, fingertips go up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. So we're going to just do one Om. And that's it. You get to lock in class, seal it up, complete it. Big breath in. Bring your thumb knuckles up to forehead center. Together, we bow our heads and we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. I also wanted to let you know about a workshop that's coming up in the studios. Now, this is actually a workshop based out of our York studio, but I wanted to tell you all because it's a restorative workshop. If you've never done restorative yoga before, it's slower than this. There are fewer poses, again, because it's slower. So you're in these poses for longer. You get to let them sit in your body. We use lots of props and things like that. But it's coming up April 25th in our York studio. It's going to be led by an instructor called Steph Ellis. She is absolutely incredible. She's a 10 out of 10 instructor. If you're interested in a yoga practice that might be something that's easier for you to do before bed, before a meditation practice, or just as another way to relax, this might be the option for you. Again, Steph Ellis, incredible. Restorative yoga, relaxing and wonderful. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for practicing. That's it. Thanks, guys.